right, competition-wise, now, obviously, I start my business up. It's open. There's obviously going to be competition from a leading, maybe an international brand that's here in this country. How would I deal with that?
I'll give you a small example. You know, in Philippines, a leading fast food chain entered, global fast food chain, the biggest penetrated in the world, entered Philippines. They served their burger, which is a world-renowned burger, the same burger they gave it over there because of the standardization that they are known for. And they failed miserably because Filipinos like their food sweeter. So they prefer their burger, the patty is sweeter. So then there was a company called Jollibee that came into the market in Philippines, a local-based player. Provided to the taste of Filipinos, they overtook McDonald's within months. So the point is local insight, knowing your local customers. So my question would be, why don't you create a very Sri Lankan ambience? A coffee shop with a Sri Lankan ambience could be a reason. And number two could be you can fight based on an economy. Because today people obviously want coffee, but some international players might be charging a little high. Why don't you cater it at a lower base would be another reason. So something along those lines, or if you move away from your professional's idea, maybe you can have social rooms for them, for let's say a group of people to get together, maybe conferencing facilities. I don't know. You know, imagination is, you know, unlimited in terms of a coffee shop.
Now getting back to the food, when you said for example, the example you gave, it catered to what the Filipinos want. Now, for Sri Lankans, I understand. I kind of see these major fast food restaurants that have started up new menus with like authentic, somewhat Sri Lankan sort of mixed into the menu, like rice and curry and stuff. Does price play a role in your business?
Answering that, I don't think a rice and curry should come into a coffee shop. I think Sri Lankans are getting it absolutely wrong. It should be coffee and snacks. And you know, if a Sri Lankan wants a rice and curry, they'll be going somewhere else. If they want a kottu, they'll be going somewhere else. You walk into a coffee shop for something else. Coming into the next question in terms of, you know, what sort of customers are you looking at? That was your question, right? I think. What sort of customers are you looking at? Was
no, actually, the pricing. Would the pricing play a role in the customers coming in?
It would play a role because today you're looking at a population which is not absolutely rich out there in terms of a purchasing power. So price comparison happens. If you make a difference of 30 to 40 rupees, might not make a difference. But if you, let's say, make a difference of 200 rupees and serve a really good drink, really good snacks, it could make a difference. At the start, you need it. Once you get people's confidence, you put the price up. But at the start, you would need it.
That's how, with any business, I'm guessing.
Any business, you need to pay
taxes. I'm hearing this a lot. How would taxes come to play with my business?
Let's say you work in a company. You get paid your salary. You'd be charged a tax anyways. There's a tax portion, pay as you earn. So that's anyways deducted. So what happens? You earn, you pay to the government, then you enjoy for yourself. How does it work in a company? You earn, your visit to, let's say, Hawaii, something when you go on your personal note is a tourist visit, which is after you've already been taxed. Let's say company, you go Hawaii, company annual board meeting. So what happens? It goes as an expense. So on your P&L, you earned, you've done all your expense, balance you pay to the government tax. So it actually makes your life better. You first earn and you enjoy and then you pay to the government, versus individually you first pay to the government and then you enjoy. So company would make more sense. So let's say you're driving today, petrol expense, it's your personal thing. You pay it only after the government has taken its fair share. But in the company, it goes as fuel allowance. So after that, you pay to the government from whatever is left over. So tax, don't worry. I mean, companies is an amazing tool to avoid some of the taxes you would have to pay. Might not be the best thing to say.
Alright, so tax is out of the way. Insurance. Is insurance really important?
Okay, see, insurance is a formality. You're a company that's starting off. You rather have a formality in terms of the minimal insurance that you require. Because believe it, insurance is not a great thing for a personal person, but then you are having so many lives at stake in your coffee house. You have so much of tools and equipment that you've spent on. You have so much of furnishing you spent on. So spending on insurance just to take care of them might not be a bad thing to do, because you know, with people around, might be a safe thing to take, but not an exorbitant insurance, because your place is not going to burn down every other day. So something that's conservative.
Great. So so far I've got everything I need. The last thing I need to do, my business is about to open, I need to advertise. What do I do to advertise in Sri Lanka? Do billboards make any difference anymore?
See, I'll tell you this as well. When you drive, you drove from your place to, let's say you start from Katunayaka. You don't take the expressway. You take the normal route. There are enough and more billboards. You drive back home, you don't remember any.
True.
Because the reason is, if you take one of the countries where predominantly billboard focus is India, Mumbai.
Right.
Because you start off from one end of Mumbai, go to the other end, there are 25 lakhs, let's say, billboards out there. It registers.
Okay.
That much of power is required for you to register in your mind, because when you see your billboard, you remember it because it's you.
Yeah.
But when someone else sees, it's just another billboard.
Yeah.
So billboards would only work if you have so much of investments that you hammer an entire stretch with billboard. Then you are forcing that person to see. Number one. Number two, in terms of advertisements, one of the powerful tools today is radio. Radio. Undermined today, but radio, because a lot of people, morning drive shows is something very popular.
Right.
Who doesn't listen to some of the prank calls today?
Yeah.
Who doesn't listen to the latest music? So that could be a belt that you can target. Maybe drive back could be a belt that you can target. That could be one. You might think, why am I not mentioning TV? Yeah, it's expensive. Okay. Right, for a start. But then the most powerful tool in Sri Lanka today is TV. Right. So you will get to that once you made some buck. Right. And then you'll come to that. I wouldn't advise to you in the first 6 months. Right. Because then you might go out of your comfort zone and put too much of money into that. Right. So then TV, the most powerful tool to go bang. And TV also, I don't believe in advertisements. Okay. Maybe, a show that is linked to your coffee shop. Okay. Or maybe a separate show for you that is linked to your coffee shop might be the best tool for you to do. Right. And then internet, as I always say. Right. Okay. So you're saying, for just to recap, start off with radio, make your bucks. Then you might go to TV and maybe your billboards after that. But parallelly, internet as well. You need to get reference groups to talk about. Okay. And also another thing that you would see is in terms of augmented reality newspapers today are going to be launched in Sri Lanka very soon. Where you have a paper, where you have a mobile app, you hammer it, you see the entire aroma of coffee going around. Right. Might be fabulous. The Harry Potter kind newspapers today. So might be something that you can look at. That could be a novelty. People might just see it and be like, why not? Why don't I go there? Tie up with, let's say, one of the internet websites and maybe give you a coupon as a trial. Right. Might be some of the things that you can really think about. And mobile phones. Right. Could be a better tool, because everyone can be reached on mobile phones. So why don't you do that? But don't spam it, but you can try to target your market. True. Very true indeed. Okay, my last question, because we're running out of time really fast. It's again to do with advertising as well. One thing I've really noticed is that Sri Lankans don't tend to use the internet as much as they could. Viral videos have been a huge play in a lot of advertisements all over the world. If I was to, and it's cheaper as well, if I would just shoot a viral video. What would you recommend that? Go ahead, just shoot something really funny. Something so obscene that would get people talking. Is that a good idea? Something that it might have a few cuss words and stuff, but you're getting people to talk about it. Is bad? I would say, is bad criticism good for your coffee house? There are millions of YouTube videos on a daily basis. Yeah. And they say on an average lifetime of a person, even if he lives 80 years, he wouldn't be able to watch 25% of YouTube videos. Right. So all of us try viral videos, some work, some don't work. Yeah. But as I agree with you, viral video would work. I believe if you make a music video out of it. Okay. Because a coffee, it suits that coffee entire culture. Maybe a music video, something that will really bring it out in that humorous way, and something that people could play back again and again. Versus humor, once it's humorous, twice it's humorous, third you don't really laugh. True. A music video could be something you could think of in order to, and you can bring that on your fan page. Right. You can bring that on the internet, and then ensure that it's all bombarded. Right. And once in a way, that tone could go on radio. Right. So there's connectivity over there as well. So something that you can think of. I feel like I should stop my coffee house just today. Shakras, unfortunately, we're out of time, dude. But it's been such a pleasure having you on the show. It's so much energy, to kick off the morning. Again, thank you for being here. Pleasure. If you want to find out more information about today's show, you can visit us on our Facebook page on www.facebook.com/Good Morning Sri Lanka. Click the like button and stand a chance to win merchandise by MTV. This is Jason. I will see you after the weekend.